Hello everyone. In today's video we'll talk about the uh, client computer, how to join a client computer to a domain. Okay, I have here two computers installed. One I have installed already the server. This server we installed in the last video, and this already installed server, and another is a Windows 10 computer. Okay, if I go to this server, okay, I go to the tools and I show you the Active Directory users and computers. This bit slow because I'm having a desktop machine with only 16 GB RAM, and that two machines are working as a VM Windows Server domain controller and the Windows 10 client machine. If you see this domain, if I open here, the test.com is the domain which we installed last time in the first video. You see in the computers there is no computer attached now. It's empty container. So if that domain controller, there is only one domain controller which we have installed. This one is a domain controller. So when we will join the domain, the Windows 10 machine to the domain, it will be appearing here. Okay, let's go and check the Windows 10 client computer. Okay, now if we see here the IP configuration, if we check the server IP configuration, it is here. As you must be knowing, the server has the static IP we configured last time. It's very slow. There is maybe some backend process running and all, that's why. See, now IP is 192.168.178. Okay, let's go to the client and check what is IP here. This is 167. Okay, though what I will do, I will try to join this domain computer domain. If you check the property of this computer, now we have the advanced system setting. You see, we have only here the work group. There is no domain. If I show you the login here, who am I? Sorry, who am I? This is logged into the client 2 computer. Okay, once I log in, I join to domain, it will become a domain member. Okay, click the change here. If I do change, I can say domain here. In the domain, I can give my domain name, that was a test.com. See here, we have a test.com domain. Okay, let's say whether we can ping or not. One nine two one six eight 20.178. Yes, we are pinging. let me check. We should add an entry for the domain DNS first. Okay, this is my user test backslash administrator, and password is going to be if you are not able to find it, at least in the network setting, here if I say in the network properties, we can assign the DNS as a my domain computer. IPv4 properties, I can assign here DNS as my domain computer, that is a 192.168.20.178, and alternate DNS the global DNS 8.8.8.8. Okay, this is saying the error, network path error. Again I will try this. Okay, again I will try this because before we didn't add that DNS. Okay, again my time, sorry, test is my domain and administrator's account, administrator, and here password is now okay. Now see this computer joined to domain. Okay, then we have to restart to apply the changes, and then we can log in to the domain. Okay, restart, just restart now. Should not say restart later, restart now. Okay, restart. Okay, now this we join this, the computer restarted now. We will log in to this domain. Here I can say other user. In the other user I can log into the test. You can see test now. So we can say test backslash administrator, then password. Now this time we must be able to log into the domain controller. Okay, if we check here now, host name, it is client 2. But if I say who am I, showing you test administrator. If I say echo percent log on server, see this, I'm logged into the domain DC. I'm a client computer, but I log into the DC. That's why we have connected to the domain successfully. Okay, if we go to domain controller, we see what the status in the Active Directory now. If you see previously there was no computer account, just I refresh it. If we see the client computer here, so any computer you join here in the domain, you will see here. If you see the client computer properties, you can disable the account, you can reset the account, you can go to properties. In the properties, we have lots of information about this computer. See, this computer is a client2 test.com domain. It's a workstation. If you see the operating system running is Windows 10, member of the domain Active Directory domain group, and there is no delegation actually. Location, we can mention the location, it depends on. Okay, no dial-in is there. Okay. Now, in the users, we don't have any user now created. Just we create a user. To click the create a user, select the user box, click here, the create a new user account. Okay, for example, I say user1 and a logon name is just user1. Okay, test.com. Okay, login password, it should be user must change password. Next logon, this is default. I will uncheck it so that I don't password never expire. Okay, I will give a password. Now user is created. To create an group, you can click on this, create group, for example sales group. Okay, basically the global group, and that is a security group. Distribution group basically used for the mail purpose, but it's for security. We'll be creating a security group. Okay, this group is created. Now we have a sales group, user account. Okay, if I go to the OU, this one is OU box, click the OU, and in the OU I can give a name, for example Infotech. Okay, ABC Infotech. Okay, next we have seen the OU here. We can move the object to OU. For example, if I have a user here, I have a user account in the test.com, I can have a users. I can move this user account to the OU. I can also move my group to the OU. This is actually to manage. If I see here, I have a group and OU inside, so we can apply policy accordingly. Here also I can create a group inside the OUs inside the OU, and then I can group together. So it's easy to apply the group policies. We'll see in the coming session. Okay, now we can check the login to this user to the client computer. Go to client computer, switch user. Okay, log on, switch user, log on as a user1, other user, and say test backslash user1. Okay, now we are able to log into the domain controller using the client computer account. Now we logged in here. If I show you the what is a logged on computer, who am I'm say user1 in test.com. If you see your computer account, eco percent log on server, see I'm again logged into the DC. Oh, that's it in this session. Inshallah, we'll see the next session and the group policies and server core installation. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.